Howdy, trumpet friends. Thanks for checking in with me today. I'm going to finally get around to doing the last portion of Charlier number 10. And this, it just says Allegro, and it's the last 5 lines of the piece. And, and this is very typical of Charlier. We've played through this whole thing. Every section has significant challenges to it, and then we get to the end, and we have to do something at another level higher than what we've been doing before. So this part includes some multiple tonguing. We'll be working a little bit on that. And so let's see what the music has for us today. Here we go. Starting at the Allegro, 5 lines from the end. Okay, got a little crazy there, seeing what I could do with it. That felt really bad. It was extraordinarily tight, and a lot of people, when they're doing articulation like this, there's going to be a fair amount of tension. So that's the first thing I want to address. Whether you're sustaining a note, slurring a note, whether you're playing it loud or soft, or whether you're playing it high or low, there has to be a steady, smooth release of the air that's supported, that's following through, right? And the tongue interrupts that. So I'm going, and that's the way most people are going to tongue this. So I'm going to do one of my little tricks again, and I'm going to just let you hear the airstream. See how it's continuous airstream? Now when I tongue, now the airstream is starting and stopping, but I'm not starting and stopping the blow. So my flow of air, and the way I'm flowing the air, the energy in the air, the shape of the air, the feeling of momentum in the air, has to be just exactly the same as if I were sustaining those notes at a given dynamic and a given range. So as I often do, I'm going to slur those. Now let me explain what I was doing. I felt that I was kind of choking the notes a little bit with my lips, or with my throat, so it doesn't feel totally free. And when I get that, that's going to be it's my reference point, and this is your reference point too. So. So all the time I have air energy, pressure, flow, behind my embouchure. If I choke that off too much with my tongue and with my throat, then my lips are starving for air, and my body will automatically push the air harder in order to supply enough flow to keep the sound going. And this is what makes this tight. So I start with a slur, as I've shown you many times. One continuous blow. Now I'm going to do it tonguing, legato tongue. Now what I did is I simplified it, because my body was telling me, I know how to do this, and it's starting to get tight. Changing the notes is what's causing my tension. I have to change the valve, yeah, but I'm going to simplify it. Just play instead of da, 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 oh, da. Wow, it's a lot easier. So now I can concentrate on the tongue. would strongly recommend that you try that. Because for me it works. Why? Because since I'm not trying to do too many things at once, I can refine the quality of the movement and enjoy what I'm doing a lot more. Now I'm not struggling and fighting in order to get the notes to come out. It feels pretty darn good. I'm going to start right there and use the same technique. Now it says staccato binaire, double tongue, right? Double staccato. So I have to say, I heard Jim Thompson, who I deeply respect and admire, by the way, hi Jim, say in a masterclass one time, it's impossible to staccato double or triple tongue. And I think, if I'm correct about this, he was saying this in response to what he was hearing a student do. Of course, it's not impossible to staccato or double tongue or triple tongue. It's just challenging. It's difficult to do. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. If you choke the air off, if you block the air up and pressurize the air behind the tongue and then leak the air from the tongue, you can do it, but it will always sound choppy. And as some of your teachers might say, don't play pecky. You know, why are you playing It's because the voice, your tone producing mechanism is not staying open. So that's what I'm cultivating. I want it to stay open. So I'm going to start at the double tongue section and play it as a slur. Now, that wasn't too bad, but I feel myself doing a lot of kind of manipulating around, a lot of kind of worming around with my throat and with my face in order to get those notes. The fingers are doing their thing just fine. Sorry, another text interruption. I'm going to ignore it this time. So I'm blocking the air. I want that air past my chops to have that same energy in the same range and at the same dynamic level between the notes. As smooth, as liquid, as fluid as I can get between the notes. That means I likely have a better balance between that airflow and what I'm doing up here in the front. And if I'm overblowing or under supporting or underflowing, I'm never going to be able to get that. So that's my target to begin with. Now I'm going to add the tongue. And I'm going to do it legato this time. Oh, but I'm playing loud. It says piano. Can I play it soft? Okay, played all the way to the end. What I'm doing is I'm playing with, I'm experimenting, I'm working in order to give the body an opportunity to kind of maintain those essential things. It's easier to maintain something than it is to create it. It's a matter of momentum. Once you get something started, it's easier to keep it going. It's inertia and momentum. So here I get some momentum with the air, things are working better. Then I add the tongue, it's legato tongue, good. And I'm feeling pretty good, so I say, well, then go faster. Okay, and it starts to get choppy. So the procedure is when it starts to get choppy, relax, and bring yourself back to that good feeling again. And then you can have fun with it. Just take a section like this. So you see I'm having fun, then I try something a little bit harder, it gets a little bit sloppy. Back off, change the speed, change the dynamic, stop, take the horn, put it in your lap, practice it mentally. Or off the horn. When you do that, you're going to feel and hear whether your fingers and your tongue are actually coordinated together. This is what causes many people problems. And when we start to struggle, the tension gets back in the system, and then you've lost your basic voice that you're trying to produce here. So I wish I could have performed that a little bit better for you, but in little bits and pieces, I hope this gives you an idea of how to practice it for yourself. So a good way to practice the overall piece, and I may demonstrate this at some point, but I've spent way too much time on number 10, so it is what it is play that last section, those last 5 lines, then play the section before, which is going back to the last line on the first page where it goes into 3/4, and then play the section before that, which would go to the previous key change, the first 4.5 lines or so. So I'm doing it by section and then stringing those sections together, especially working on the transition between one section and the next. So when you practice this way, if you rest enough and do a lot of mental practice, you can actually practice all day. And I think back and think, when I was really playing with a great deal of confidence and a certain degree of mastery, when I was a kid, I was in college, but I had all day to practice. I skipped my classes. Oh, no, I'm not telling you should skip your classes. That's what I did. It was a mistake. But I only wanted to play. So I just practiced. Now, sometimes I beat myself up. I did a lot of stupid things. I did a lot of poor practicing. But as a result, I learned how to practice. And this is what I'm trying to teach you. So go do that now, and hopefully this will last you for a while and work into the rest of your playing. And then when you get bored, come back and watch another episode, and I'll see if I have something new for you then. All right, have a great day. Enjoy your practice. I'll see you later on. Bye-bye.